Я делаю чавкающие звуки, и рот все равно не открывается. Hello everybody, my zero W viewers. I bought my new earplugs and it feels like I'm vacuum. Feels very weird though. Okay, so let's continue our TQ 1 million stat journey in Titan Quest Anniversary Edition. So we last time we found these. Damn, my dude is actually pretty ripped though. The head is unproportionately bigger than body, I think. So we found new helmet, new armaments, and what is the most important, these two swords. These two wild swords for us. So we can finally move next, because last stream I made 3 streams and only one of 3 of these was successful. Wait, why did I move this direction? Ну, наверное, просто дело привычки. Okay, so let's move next. What can be worse than spooders? Only flying spooders. They are the worst. Definitely. Okay, we're in the first of the ancients and we're moving to the mountain Wusao, and we're going to enter this mountain, in the hall of this mountain, and give to Ormeni, the local Telkin, a social credit test. I bet he will not be able to handle it. Damn, these swords are sick. Stop slowing me. These swords are sick. One flick. And here goes your D. Never mind. I forgot to turn on my chat on my phone. My sincere apologies. And no one there. No one, completely, absolutely. Still. Maybe someone will come here sooner or later. I hope so. Please, I'm lonely. Domain of the Dragon Kings. Dragon Kings nuts. Our first stat blast, by the way. Yep. Sick damage though. I meet these ladies already third or maybe even fourth time in this location. They are appearing very often though. Almost everywhere. This is definitely +6. Let's put this and this. Domain of the Dragon King's nuts. Okay. Ring of the Shang. Damn, this ring is sick though. Yo, this ring is sick. And our DPS just stonks exponentially. $65K already. I have no regrets to visiting this layer. That was pretty disgusting. Let's get rid of these filthy insects. I just called them insects because just in the insulting purpose, because spiders are not insects. They have their own species. Xenon, whatever. Yeah, Xenon, whatever. That's your name from this moment. Oh, I cannot wait to slice Ormenius and Typhon just in one punch. Cannot wait. The armor is 6 though. Finally, it looks good and it gives us A bit less of DPS, but you know, +1 to all warfare mastery skills. This armor is perfectly fit to the class called the Conqueror. Warfare plus defense mastery combo class. His portal will be soon though. That's the question. Yep. Behind these fires. Osao Barons. Experience Shrine. Finally. One, two, three, four. And we have plus 100 of the points and some golden boys. Why my health got damaged this much? I forgot about the Warwind, by the way. Sorry guys. Okay, plus 110 stats, I guess. First of all, let's make plus 10 for fountain, which we found. And plus 100 for the portal. One second. And I'm back here. Okay. Oh, ancient dragon skin. Dragonian. Dragonian these nuts more like. Damn, you cannot even imagine how painful these guys in just like in the simple walkthrough, I should say. Abyssal Lychee. Damn, they are very painful. They are very painful. I missed my Whirlwind somehow, but that's okay. I don't like this situation over there with my health bar. There we go. Let's farm a little bit. I farmed good. Oh, I didn't plan to do that. I farmed a good pair of levels last stream, and also I found some sick gear such this one, like ceremonial champion's helm of rejuvenation, plus 6% of intelligence, and which the most important, plus 8 increased experience, plus 8% increased experience. Levin's breastplate, and what is the most important, 2 saber tooths, especially this one with 31 speed percent. That's not important. The most important thing is damage and attack speed, and very fast speed by itself. It affects our attack speed very well. Okay, we're inside of this obsidian funny looking location. I love this location, by the way. One of my favorite in this game whatsoever. Yeah, the obsidian halls. There are the zombies, by the way. Green Blade of Frost. Green Blade of Frost. What is your wisdom? Don't use me, I have average speed attack. Okay. Don't use me. I also have nothing but the frost damage. But frost damage is cool for me because I am the Roadmaster. No, you cannot understand. I have the average speed damage, average speed, and I'll lower your DPS for a good freaking 50%. Okay, I got this, I got this. I can understand this. They have the funny aura, which gives me vitality damage. I got this, I got this. Damn, these draconians look very sick though. Looking good, looking fresh. Damn, this one is sick though. And looks pretty cool, but you know, I need some experience and other stats, which will affect me good as well. The end of Orient location and the game still gives me Egyptian relic pieces. Oh yes, finally. Sepulchral Worm. And another one. I just realized I have no resistances at all, except the Pix one and poison. But I have energy resistance, by the way. Energy burn and energy leech. Yeah, it helps me a lot, not gonna lie. Yep. I never thought I'm gonna drink a potion. Oh, for real? Jade Crested Helm. Damn, it sucks. I have some trap resistance. Interesting. Just entrapment duration. Will I use this helm or nah? Damn, this one is very cool though. Very good though. Pride of the Jade Palace. The only one thing from the Jade set I've got is Jade Breastplates. Jade Greaves and Jade Bow. Not Greaves, Bracers. Bracers, Breastplate and Bow. I never got Greaves or The helmet. I guess. I guess. I have to leave it now. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I should clean this area first. Damn, he just destroyed me with his auto attacks because they have like brutal vitality damage. Never thought I'm gonna use the health potion here. Health potions here. What is rumination? Ah, the cooldown reducing. Okay. Stop. Do not. Oh. Dragon King's nuts. Once again. Let's move this direction. Oh yeah. There is Armenia's and he well I'm not able to spawn big typhoon. Let's fight Armenus. He's throwing some stuff to us. I'm just gonna mark him like this. Okay, summon your magma sprites. I'm gonna farm on them. Yeah, nice. Thank you. He released the freaking typhoon. And we have to kill this asshole. And this asshole who left this mountain and you're gonna destroy the Olympus. Okay, let's kill him. We had fun. Plus 100 for him, plus 7 for these parts, and okay, 7, 10. We didn't complete our Jade Emperor's Serenity, unfortunately. Death Rattle, Chaos Cube, Scroll of Frailty. Damn, Shadow Veil will be sick for us, though. Definitely like dead ass. Okay, plus 10. Next plus 100. And next plus 1000. Okay, fine. Let's leave it. Oh, also Olympus portal. Yeah, there it is. Mount Olympus portal. And also, oh, ancient limaces. Plus 10 for this one. Fountain. Okay, plus 100. Plus another 100 for killing. Wait, the first one for the killing the Arminus. Arminus, the Tolkien. The next one 100 for Portal. For the Portal, I should say. Just look at this location. How dream and dark it is after the Typhoon's visit. Okay, so for now, plus 1000 for ending the Orient expansion. Not expansion, location. Yeah, plus 1000 here, here, and here. Okay, let's go. This is only 1000 of health. Additional one. Yeah. Yeah, this is how much we clicked here, here and here. Okay, let's go for the energy. I have 9k, almost 10k damage with only bare hands, by the way. Still have strange intelligence and dexterity. That's what it should say. With plus 1000, that's in our strange. We have plus 75. Oh, just 75k DPS already. Okay, intelligence next. What an exhausting business, by the way. Dude. Never mind. The last one. 1000 dexterity. Okay, we're done here, but the most interesting fact, that, wait, what is the battle stuff? Oh, no. Okay, the most interesting fact. Look, guys. The okay. So they made Olympus, not the other one location, but they decided to put it in the Immortal Throne line. Because, as I remember correctly, in the Immortal Throne, okay, when there was no, like, Anniversary Edition, Ragnarok, Atlantis and stuff at all, Olympus was the, like, how should I translate this? Standalone location. That's it. It was the last location. There was no portal at all. And if you wanted to farm Olympus, you had to rewalk through the Musao mountain. Yep. And Typhon was one hell of a hard boss. Like, literally, he was the hardest one boss here. Yep, so... and the Olympus was the standalone location. So I don't know, should I put another 1000 after making the walkthrough of the Olympus, or nah, from this moment? Because there was, like, the Olympus location, and it was just Olympus with no portal at all. They decided to put it in Mortal Throne. Okay, it's fine. I guess it will be just 100 for Typhon. Yep. I was like, I was afraid of that. I had to put another 1000 here after walking through the Olympus. Oh, Masterwork Automatoi. I like these guys, not gonna lie. Mine doors. Olympus had... So interesting fact here. Olympus had... you know, Olympus had sometimes the drops from the epic difficulty. Yeah, the epic difficulty had its own... how should I say this? Its own weapons and armor stuff, yeah? And its own drop. But sometimes the epic drop used to appear here in the normal difficulty on the Olympus. So there was this type of bug or feature, I don't know, like this. So probably after, if we will open the epic difficulty after the walkthrough of the Olympus, maybe we should put another 1000 here. I guess, yeah, we have to. Because the epic difficulty have to be opened after... no. After the walkthrough of Vanilla Titan quest line. I remember freaking Cyclops. Yeah, they must be somewhere over there. Yeah, there they are. They have brutal vitality damage with their screams. Their screams are loud as hell. So imagine we're fighting one hell of a lot of polyphemuses in one lane. No. And here goes my HP. These guys, the most disgusting type of mobs. Olympus Summit. Yeah, here goes the epic music. Yeah, we're gonna fight. Activate every freaking altar which has been given to us by which god, and landed him just like this.
Hail, mighty hero. I am Zeus, king of the Olympian gods. We are eternally thankful for your aid in stopping Typhon. No one would have ever thought that a human could defeat a titan. The epic heroes would kneel before you, and perhaps they shall. The conduit between our realms was destroyed. You have proven that men are ready to become the masters of their own fates. Your mortal world is not yet safe, but the responsibility now is yours. Go, greatest of heroes. There is much left to be done.
I want to hear this music a bit more and give plus 100 to my character as well. Comparing to plus 1000, plus 100 is nothing. Okay, let's jump to the mysterious portal. Oh,
I am blind, but I see. I see a new journey awaits. Your deeds above have created strife below. You must find your way to where all men are destined. Else many of the greatest shall be lost. Seek the source. All creation stands in the balance. Brave the sorceress of the Ixian wood. Doom!
yes. And destroyed the city of Rhodes.
Medea came to the Ixian wood years ago, and now she is known simply as...
My son has fallen terribly ill. The healers could do not.
Okay, this is a pretty interesting quest.
Word is that a great
A bit, a bit annoying by the completing by itself, but still interesting though. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we have to find the leech, find some ingredients. After finding ingredients, find the leech and kill it, but not completely. And we just need to not kill, but defeat the leech queen. And then thereafter, we need to get some. We need to get a book and cook a potion and kill her son. Another plus 10 for this fountain. By the way, there was a fountain, but this type of fountain was on the Olympus, and it was instead of the freaking portal. Now we have another one, the Rhodes portal. Wait, we opened Atlantis as well. Very interesting.
I cannot get iron. The price of bronze. You're lucky I've got anything for sale.
+1 to all skills, by the way. Let's sell this one. I have to sell this one as well. This one as well. Watching. Parazunian. Wait. The broadsword is faster than this knife. Oh. Lucky. Scepter. Bactrian claw. There is no claw at all. Thracians. Securis. Well, I was a bit surprised by the design of by the design of weapons in my first walkthrough of the Immortal Throne expansion. It was pretty weird and a bit even alien for me. Sucks. This one? Better than this one. But I cannot take it. Black Creek outfit. Back again. No, I'm wearing my Asian one. I like it. So,
What I'd give for a cartload of bronze.
The arcane arts are no more than remembering secrets that you once knew.
okay. The jewels are also very weird looking, and staffs as well. Wow, this mantle is wild though. Level 42, by the way. We only level 35. It doesn't worth it at all.
Find strength within. Store your goods or ship them out.
We don't have this rattle. These stuff are from my maybe previous walkthrough. Very interesting though. I hope I'll be able to complete my Shadow Whale because it looks sick. With it, poison damage, just damage, and attack speed. And Shadow Search as well. I want to complete the Crystal Tier as well, one day. Okay, what's next? Here, here. Yeah,
An honor!
I'll give myself plus 1000 if I'll open the epic difficulty. If I did not open the epic difficulty, I'm not gonna give myself plus 1000, and I'll give it only after completing the Hades zone. So let's check. We're not going to give ourselves plus 1000 this moment because they decided to what's it called? Connect? Not connect. Maybe conjure Olympus and the Hades zone together. Yeah, probably. Okay. There's no spoiler at all. Oh, you can dual wield as well, by the way. This dude looks sick, cool. Okay, by the way, the main lane of this zone, it is not spoiler at all. We have to kill Hades. We have to join the underworld, journey the underworld, reach the palace of Hades. But first of all, I want to hear some storytellers and hear some stories. Because, you know, long time no see. Okay. Is there any storytellers? Laos.
Inspire me to speak of the mightiest hero ever known, son of Zeus, a god, and of a mortal woman, the man named Heracles. Hated by the goddess Hera and beloved of Zeus, mighty-handed Heracles battled monsters great and fearsome. The Nemean lion he slew, and the Hydra many-headed, the Erymanthian boar, and thunderous giants. 12 tasks of legend did he perform. Heracles rose above the realm of mortals. Once, it is told he took the place of Atlas, who holds the world aloft. Heracles. Yes, Heracles bore the world itself upon his shoulders. And now, where is a hero half as great as he?
I would like to kill the main lion or the Gathemian boar too as well, but
What became of Heracles, you ask? The gods gave him immortality and gathered him up to Olympus. What became of Heracles, you ask?
okay. I also remember that there is a Heracles temple in Gadir in the Atlantis expansion. Okay, let's visit Sparta and hear some stories in Sparta.
I tell you, stranger, we've seen invaders.
First, we thought our enemies stemmed from Corinth. We marched.
Oh, okay, there is no storytellers at all, I guess.
Hail, stranger! If you seek the...
Never mind. Hey, Megar.
These are times of war, and you are...
By the looks of you, traveler, you're...
Muse, grant me voice and memory to tell about the first of wars. The oldest battle, in the times before the gods had come to rule, when they were bowed beneath the heavy Titan hand. The ill-formed Titans, great in strength and cruelty, oppressed the gods, their offspring. Until at last, behind the leadership of lightning-wielding Zeus, the gods took arms against the Titan kings. It was the first war, and the greatest. Oceans were moved, and mountains overturned. Gods and titans struggled for dominion, might and cunning making victors first of one, and then another. Until at last, wearied in their age, the titans lost the war. The gods threw down their foes beneath the earth into the pit of Tartarus. Except for one, the strongest and cruelest of the titans. And he, they chained beneath a mountain for revenge. Then Zeus was king of gods and ruler over all the world.
Okay, I like in storytellers that they have the great voice acting. Yeah.
The first gods, daughters and sons of the Titan Kronos, are Zeus, Hera, Demeter, Poseidon, and Hades. They rule the sky, the earth, the sea, and the underworld, where the dead come to dwell. The first gods, daughters...
Okay, thank you. Damn, the voice actors of these storytellers are very good. Not gonna lie, they are very great. Delphi.
Speak through me, O Muse, and tell of the war with Troy. The war began with gods, but ended among mortal men, when the goddess Eris threw a golden apple to the gods, to the fairest written on its side. Athena, Hera, Aphrodite, the three great goddesses, could not agree to whom the thing belonged. Athena wise and warlike, Hera regal queen, and Aphrodite, whose domain is love. They sought a mortal man, a royal prince of Troy named Paris, to resolve their fight. Hera offered kingdoms. Athena offered skill in war and bravery. But Aphrodite offered Paris the most beautiful woman in the world, and he chose her. Alas, this woman was the wife of great King Agamemnon, and when Paris claimed fair Helen, the house of Troy brought on the wrath of all the Greeks. They sailed in a war to claim the stolen bride, and many men fell in that bitter feud, fought for the folly of the vain, proud gods. The greatest mortal warrior ever to live was born and died to fight that war, for he was named Achilles, Thetis' son, whose wedding Eris was not invited to. He led the Greeks to victory, but died himself in glorious battle. The greatest mortal warrior...
Yeah. The Troy Wars. The Troy Wars legend. I forgot there's no one in Parnassus hinterlands except this one dude. Let's say hi to him. And he was like Athens.
What I'd like to know is, why did they come?
Yeah, they're attacking. They're attacking Athens once again. Yep. Oh, sorry. Scientist, philosopher. Ah, let's hear some stuff from the philosopher.
The best of human nature shows when united by a common threat. Have you noticed this? With the monster scourge upon us, old rivals help protect each other. Without it, we'd return to petty differences. Yes, I am a philosopher. My greatest love is to ponder the nature of humanity and of this mortal world. You are a warrior, seasoned in battle. Tell me, do you think bravery is what chases out fear? Or can fear and bravery share equal portions of a man's heart? What is it in fear that disarms a man? They say that these monsters do not flinch or flee as humans do. Do they know the taste of fear? Are they braver than we are? Or are they mere beasts beneath cowardice and bravery both? I know much, but the cause of the monster scourge is beyond my understanding. I know much.
Oh, very interesting. I wish I could know. Oh, there is a dog died. There's a man who is crying. I just noticed.
Oh, Muse, I sing now of a mountain nymph named Maya, and how with Zeus she bore a son named Hermes. Thus was born the swiftest god, fleet of foot with sandals winged, patron god of travelers and boundaries, of shepherds and of thieves. Hermes, who leads the dead to Hades, and who has often aided heroes in their tasks. When Maya gave birth, lying in a cave in Mount Selene, she took the infant in her arms and quickly fell asleep. The bright-eyed infant Hermes, seeing that she slept, crawled from her arms and then ran to Thessaly. He found the pasture where Apollo's sacred cattle grazed, forbidden to any but their owner. The infant Hermes stole some cows and hid them well away. He slaughtered one and took its gut, and with an empty tortoiseshell constructed the first lyre. The fleet-foot god then ran back home and wrapped himself back in his mother's arms. But Apollo appeared, angrily claiming Hermes had stolen his cattle. It was then that the infant took the lyre and began to play, and the lyre's sweet sound directly charmed Apollo, god of music, and he relented in his anger. He saw the lyre, and his desire for it was so great, he offered to let young Hermes tend his cattle in exchange for the instrument. And so the first, but not the last of Hermes' mischief came to no ill end. They say that Hermes invented the panpipes next, and traded them for the traveler's staff he always carries. They say that Hermes...
Okay. Smart. Big brain. Hypnosis. Okay, we've heard a bit more detailed story about the Hermes.
You seek the palace?
Truly the greatest builder ever to live was the man named Daedalus. Inspiring news, grant to me the words to tell his tale. For Minos, king of Crete, did Daedalus make the labyrinth. It was built to house the terrible Minotaur. When Minos imprisoned him high in a tower, Daedalus built wings of wax. 2 sets of wings, one for himself, another for his son. Then he gave careful warning to his son. Fly not too high, he told him, for the sun will melt the wax. Fly not too low, for if the wings get wet, they will not fly. Then son and father put on the wings, and with the dawn took flight away from Crete and cruel King Minos. But as the day got on, young Icarus took joy in flight, and forgetting his father's words, soared up into the sky. He neared the sun. The waxen feather softened, melted, and foolish Icarus fell from the sky. Daedalus flew on to Sicily, and there he grieved. He named the place Icaria, where Icarus fell. And then, in Sicily,
he built a temple to Apollo and left his wings as an offering in the temple there. There is a lesson to all in this story. The master knows balance. He neither flies too low nor too high and reaches the far shore. The novice, in his inexperience, flies high, then falls. A short and beautiful life. There is a lesson.
Any stories from the Egypt? Ameni Amen A.
In the realm of the gods, things are as they are for all of time. When each day is done, Atum Ra, beneficent god of the sun, descends from the sky. There it is that he must set off in the boat of Ma'at to travel the murky waters of night, for without the boat in those dark waters he would be extinguished. And there too lurks Apep, the giant serpent formed at the start of time, coiled just before dawn in the 10th region of night. As Ra passes by, Apep leaps out, and enormous jaws, gaping wide, tries to devour the sun god. But fortunately, Ra is strong, and on his boat rides a host of gods who struggle with the monster serpent and fight it back, and ensure that when the new day comes, the sun will rise again. It is true, some say that Apep was thrown beneath the world, and half his length is trapped beneath a mountain. They say if ever he should be freed, all chaos will. It is true.
Okay, this is just the interesting explanation of the change between the day and the night. I have 2 viewers. Hello there. No storytellers here at all, I guess. Memphis. We're not going to visit Giza as well because there is only a portal in Giza. The Hathor.
Now Set and Osiris were brothers, children of Nut and Geb, Sky and
Nut.
By destiny, Osiris was the first pharaoh, and he ruled over the land with Isis his queen. He taught us to
Осуждаю,
work the
кстати.
land, to build and bake, to count and record. But Set was jealous of his brother, and he devised a plan. Set built a beautiful box of cedar and told Osiris that whoever fit inside could have the box. Osiris, trusting his brother, lay down inside. Wicked Set quickly closed the box and nailed it, then threw it in the Nile. But when Isis retrieved the box, Set grew angry. He found it and tore it open and cut his brother into 13 pieces, throwing them into the Nile. Isis again went out. She searched and searched, but found only 12. She then took wax and with magic formed the 13th part. In secret, hidden from Set's eyes, she performed the rites and ceremonies so that Osiris could properly enter the land of the dead, where ever since he has reigned. And just like Osiris, the first pharaoh, do all our pharaohs go to death? Yes, and it was Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, who reigned in Egypt thereafter. And when he was old enough, he made war on his evil uncle Set. Set was banished to the desert, banished from Egypt by all the gods. Yes, and it was...
I've heard the most, like, a bit more interesting and more detailed more detailed story of this legend. You can hear it, by the way, if you want to. Just let me find this. There it is.
He invites him to a dinner party. Amounts of alcohol. When you vomit, Osiris smiles. Don't be surprised. Ancient Egyptian mythology is very colorful, and I think that's best depicted in the...
Wait, I guess you cannot see the stuff. Yeah, very great Windows capture. I guess it doesn't work at all. Okay, let me try something. How about this one? Yeah, I have no second monitor at all. Okay, that's fine.
The Osiris myth. Most of my retelling comes from the Plutarch account, which has its own issues, but we largely had to piece...
Wait, I can get Bonked. I need to put myself here over the video. Yeah. So we're gonna have some little reaction of the story retold by Seth. Okay.
This altogether. Ancient Egyptians believed that words carried power, so the more negative or unsavory parts of stories were often never recorded, because simply writing them would manifest the words into reality. Anyway, goes like this. Osiris rules over Egypt. Set didn't like that, so he invites him to a dinner party, during which he loudly proclaims there's a gift at the end. It's a chest, but he'll only give it to whoever fits inside. Every guest tries the chest, but none of them fit except Osiris. As he hops into the chest, Set and his goons lock him inside, decapitate and dismember him into 42 pieces, and throw him downriver. Osiris's grieving wife Isis and his side hoe Nephis team up to find the missing pieces, including his dismembered penis. In one version, they find everything except his penis, which has, of course, been devoured by a fish. This may explain the lack of fish in ancient Egyptian diets, probably because, as far as they were concerned, they were dick eaters. Isis naturally asks Thoth, god of magic, to make him a new penis instead, the dimensions of which were never stated. At this point, they preserve the body, making him the first mummy. Then Isis posthumously bangs Osiris's undead body and gets knocked up. However, Osiris is incomplete, so he pieces out and goes on to become king of the afterlife. Isis gives birth to Osiris's son, Horus. In the meantime, Set has usurped control of the kingdom. That is, until Horus grows up and challenges him for the throne of Egypt. This takes almost 80 years, during which they transform into hippos and bite the shit out of each other. Isis attempts to intervene and harpoon Set, but accidentally stabs her son instead. In a perfectly natural response to your mom accidentally harpooning you, Horus decapitates his mother. Don't worry, it's not fatal, as Thoth steps in, slaps the stump, and replaces it with a head of a cow, which is why Isis is often depicted so. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Set sexually assaults Horus. I mean, we went from dick-eating fish to this. Did you really think it would be safe for work just because it's Egypt? Let me give you some context. Ancient Egyptians believed semen was a very potent substance. In other
Okay, I think we need to stop here. Okay, let's continue.
Words, poison. Set came inside Horus, which made him physically ill and made Set a homosexual, except no homo, because it's all about power dynamics and mental gymnastics with these people. Horus survives because he caught the semen. With what? With his hands, of course. I imagine he just slapped it away. Then Isis straight up puts Horus's semen on lettuce. Man, don't judge, okay? Find you a mom that cares. Find you a mom that'll help you prank your friend by putting a little extra seed in his salad. Set consumes the cum cabbage and gets impregnated by his rival. Set loses the throne of Egypt, and Horus takes his rightful place on the throne because, well, after eating another dude's nut, getting your own torn off, and tearing out his eyeballs only to proverbially give birth to them once again is kind of a low blow to your reputation. And that is the Osiris myth. And bet they never teach that shit in schools. It's also relevant because
That's it, yeah.
Pharaoh is seen as the physical incarnation of Horus. But back to religion. The gods are fickle. You've got local deities and you've got...
Okay, we need to stop here. Let's continue. Let's continue. This is the correct version of the series myth. Mediocre. Okay, what's in the Fayoum? Aupekti. Okay, what's the story here?
Once there were two lands, the kingdom of the Upper Nile and the kingdom of the Lower. It was at this time that Horus ruled the Upper Egypt, and the wicked Set ruled along the Lower Nile. When they made war and fought, Set gouged Horus in the eye, and Horus cut off half Set's virility. Horus emerged victorious, and he was called Horus the Great. Set was exiled to the desert. The desert was dry and infertile because of Set's wound, and still the light of the moon, which is Horus's left eye, is pale compared to the light of the sun, which is his right. Now the first pharaoh of the two kingdoms was called Menes. He was the human, and he represented Horus. That's, it's complicated here. Horus was the first, and among mortals, he was Menes. And it was he who first wore the two crowns together, the symbol of the pharaoh. Now the first pharaoh...
Okay, understandable. I also want to tell you, okay. He said that Horus got a half of Set's virility. Yeah.
Oh, the dead. In these times, so many dead. When Egypt was untroubled, all were buried with the Book of the Dead. In this book are written many spells and other things one must know to safely pass through Duat, the kingdom of death. After using the spells to get past demons and monsters of various types, they reach the halls of the dead. There Osiris, lord of the underworld, will weigh their heart upon the scales of justice. On one side, the heart. On the other side, the feather of truth. If they were wicked in life, their heart will be heavy, and they will be thrown to the monster Amot, devourer of souls. But if the heart is light, they are free, given a second life there in Duat, land of the dead. Many, many are not properly buried in these times. Few of those souls will ever reach happiness and peace. Many, many are...
Okay, understandable.
In ancient times, the goddess Ninsun bore a son to King Lugalbanda, and he was called Gilgamesh. 2 parts god and 1 part mortal, he came of age and became king, the mightiest of men ever to live. Now Anu, the sky god, created a man named Enkidu, wild and untamed, and sent him to Babylon. There Enkidu and Gilgamesh fought. Now no other man was stronger than Enkidu. Even he could not defeat Gilgamesh. So he bowed to the king, and they became best of friends. Now the great are called to do great deeds, and before long, Gilgamesh longed to vanquish the terrible guardian of the cedar forest, called Humbaba. So he and Enkidu set out, praying first to the sun god Shamash. And it is good they did, for without his help it might have gone badly. But the 2 warriors, helped by the sun god, traveled far to the cedar forest, and heroes that they were, slayed the demon monster there. It was Gilgamesh, rightful king, who cut off the monster's head. From the cedar wood they built a giant raft, and with it floated home again victorious. After Enkidu died, Gilgamesh sought long the secret of immortality. But in the end, even he, mightiest of mortals, in truth part god, was forced to realize death is a part of life. After Enkidu...
He has pretty weird voice, but hey, I've never heard about a lot about of Babylonian mythology, to be honest. Lapak Gyal Chen.
The 18 kingdoms are ruled together from the Silver Palace of Garuda Valley, far south of here. They say that valley is none other than Shambhala, the land of happiness. Our shamans, who we call Dongba, tell us of these things. I have never gone so far myself. Our shamans use many things, such as prayer. If we do not live harmoniously with the spirit world, our shamans learn powerful magic from this. Our shamans learn.
Okay.
When Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, was invited up to the heavens, it was trouble. The Monkey King was stubborn, strong, and clever. Sun Wukong knew all kinds of magic. He could jump 800 miles in a single leap, and he had a staff that changed size at will. When the Jade Emperor, ruler of the Immortals, invited the Monkey King, they thought he might behave. Maybe he would have, but sadly for them, they did not invite Wukong to the royal banquet. To spite their rudeness, he was later found eating all the peaches of immortality from the Empress tree, and he did many other wicked things besides. Then there was trouble. After he defeated the army of the heavens single-handedly and caused much other trouble, the Immortals finally caught Sun Wukong. They trapped him under a mountain, a whole mountain, and there he's still stuck today. I didn't see it happen, and you didn't either. Some say earthquakes happen when Sun Wukong struggles against his bonds. I didn't see it happen, and you didn't either.
The great master Confucius taught us that the ritual and virtue would perfect the world. But what good are they when rough beasts burn our house? You are a true warrior, I can see. We all should have studied the ways of war. In the end, maybe that is the only wisdom. Rites and music is what Confucius taught, meaning order and harmony. One is out. All my life I have studied and tried hard to observe my duties. What if all of it is swept away, like the wind sweeps fog? It is said our highest aim is to create virtue and harmony throughout the world. But such thoughts seem like a baby bird trapped in a raptor's jaw. There's little hope in these times. There's little hope in...
These are terrible times. Times of great woe to the living. And so it is we should hear about Nuwa, the mother of all mortals. Of clay she made us, after she made all the animals to fill the world, so it would not be empty. And then, when the great monster Gong Gong broke the pillar that held the heavens aloft, It was Noir who set it right. When the four directions were scattered, she returned north to north and south the other way where it belongs. Her husband was Fuji, who taught mortals to be civilized and many other useful things. The world is broken again. Will Noir come? The world is
Mm-hmm. Okay. I haven't heard a lot about of Chinese mythology as well. I've got Yang. I accidentally got Yang. Just let you know, I accidentally got Yang. Okay. Let me check some. Oh, no, wait. Okay.
It is said that before the great sage Lao Tzu left his post at the Imperial Library, Confucius found him there, and they talked for many days. It is said Confucius learned more from the sage than all the books in the whole library. When Lao Tzu left, he rode west on his water buffalo. Far at the western gate, a guard stopped him. "Before you go, great master," he pleaded, "write down your teachings. If you do not, they will surely be forgotten and lost. And because of this, we have the Tao Te Ching." Then Lao Tzu went west. He went into the desert, gone from all mortal eyes. The Tao, the way, is what Master Lao taught. To be in harmony with the way is to prevail. To be in harmony with it, one must be quiet, still, an uncarved block. The Tao.
Okay, very interesting. I want to visit Chanyang because I accidentally got Yang and take Yin in my hand.
Do not carry your house on your shoulders. So long, noble hero.
Okay. The perfect representation of balance. Yeah, like this. The black one is Yin and white one is Yang. I'm not gonna use
Auspicious greetings.
them because my saber tooth are way much better.
So long.
Okay, the last one story for today from Rhodes. So we didn't complete a level for today, but we've made a little reaction for the right version of a serious myth, of the serious myth. Okay, Jokers.
Orpheus, son of Morpheus, master of music and song, inspire me to tell his tearful tale. It was fair Eurydice who won his heart, and on their wedding day, as she danced in a grove with nymphs, a snake took her by the heel. It bit her mortally, and Eurydice fell ill and died. How Orpheus did grieve! He played and sang so very sadly that trees lowered their branches and lions bowed their heads. He sang, and the gods came and whispered in his ear, and so he took himself to Aornum, in Thesprotis, where between barren crags lies one of the ways into the sunless lands. And as he went, he sang, and all who heard him mourned. Orpheus sang to Charon, who wept as he steered the boat, and he sang to Cerberus, who lay his 3 snouts down and whimpered, and he sang to the lord of that place, whom we name not, and his lady, the goddess Persephone. Their hearts were moved, and they granted Orpheus's plea, with but one rule, that he could lead his beloved out of Hades, as long as he did not look back until they stood with feet firm on living soil. And so he started off, staring firmly ahead, but his heart wavered. He doubted, he feared, he thought he would go mad. He tore his hair, and in an instant he looked back. In horror, the shade of his beloved flickered, reached towards him, and faded once again into the depths, never more to see the sun, never more to see her love. Truly none could hear his song and not be swayed. Orpheus was like unto Apollo, playing the lyre, and haunting as sirens in his song. Truly none.
Okay, so here's the story. I remember that there will be the quest about it. We will complete it later, so our results. We completed freaking Orient Zone. We gave a social credit test to Arminus the Telkin. We cleansed the Olympus from monsters, and which is more important, the Typhon. We killed it in one shot of Warwind. We completed the actual Vanilla Titan quest, but we didn't put another 1000 because we didn't open the epic difficulty after completing Vanilla. If it was like Titan Quest Immortal Throne, then yeah, we completed like with the completion of Olympus, we will complete the Vanilla Titan Quest and we will be open. We will be open the epic difficulty. But in the anniversary edition, there are other rules. So yeah. The first grid boss in this first location. And next and another one grid location. So probably Immortal Throne became a part of Vanilla this moment, I think. Because yeah, as I remember correctly, you can make a character with level 40 starting from the Ragnarok. Yeah, and I think, yeah, Immortal Throne became a part of Vanilla as well. But it's still Immortal Throne, and I like Immortal Throne a lot. Even more than another one, Zones. I like Greece but for some details, Egypt and Orient and China zone as well, but this one is my favorite. I maybe show you Ragnarok and Atlantis as well, and I'll show why I don't like Ragnarok for some negative points. I like Ragnarok as well, but I'll tell you why I don't like Ragnarok as. Okay, I'll tell you what I like in Ragnarok and I don't like in Ragnarok. Okay, the same thing for the Atlantis. Same thing for the Atlantis. Okay. I think I'm done for today. I'm streaming for 2 hours already. I didn't make a big progress, I just Clint, Tao, and Olympus and heard some stories. Very funny stories, yeah. But I clicked a lot today, so I think I'm done for today. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode. Old City, bye.